Hello and welcome to the Growing Green podcast. Your host, Jeremiah Jennings, is the owner of Growing Green Landscapes in Birmingham, Alabama, and has a passion for growing the entrepreneurship community for those who are young in business. Being a business owner isn't easy, especially in the early years, and that's why in this show we dive into a wide range of topics covering all the challenges small business owners deal with. Even if your company is generating $1 million or more, the stories from our great guest and Jeremiah's own firsthand experiences will propel your business forward. And now, here's your host, Jeremiah Jennings.
What's going on, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode today here on the Growing Green podcast. This is your host, Jeremiah Jennings, and I am so excited to be coming to you today with another fresh new episode for you. And this one's going to be a little different. It's actually not a new one, but I hope you're doing well. And really quickly, before we get into it, I just want to say thanks for tuning in and listening and supporting us along the way. If you listen to Monday's show, you heard me and Savannah definitely have some type of little sinus, something going on, and it has taken our voices. Savannah has like no voice right now. Mine is quickly fading. I've tried to record a show 3 times already today, and it is just not happening. Like, it physically won't happen. I can't get it out. I go 2 minutes, and I start hacking my lungs up trying to go, and it just gets more raspy and just rough along the way. So, anyway, with that being said, I'm not going to sit here and try to talk and cough my way through and sip some water through a 30-minute show today. That's just not going to – that would be beneficial to no one. It would only put me in the ground further, and it would not bring any good value to you. So I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to rewind the clock almost a year exactly to an interview we did with Eric Hill of Fayark up in Arkansas. And I love this interview. I can't wait to re-listen to it because I forget some of the guys we have on the show that have great, like really great companies. Everybody we have on is doing good and building good businesses, but some of them just like stand out. And what Eric's doing out there is crazy. I want to follow up with him. I would love to try to get him on before Friday's show and maybe do like a real-time update and just go like a replay from this last year and then catch up a year in 2 days and then hear a full story on Friday. Don't know if we can make that happen or not, but I'm actually going to text him and see if we can pull some strings and make that happen because I would love that. I believe you're going to get a ton of value out of this. Not all these older episodes get downloaded. Me and Jamie talked about it in our last episode. With Jamie last week on Friday. He was one that we had on, like I said, almost 2 years ago when the podcast started, and he is a wealth of knowledge. I've already got multiple DMs about that podcast saying it was very helpful and very relatable, which I knew it would be when you have great guests on like that, and so we don't want to ever make someone feel like they're not important or anything like that, and so I was happy to get him back on and talk all things that is going on with Supremescapes, excuse me. And my voice is fading very rapidly already. I gotta quit or I'm going to go down a coffin train already. So without any further ado, let's hop into today's show with Eric from Fayark. Let's hear from him. It's like I said, it's from last year, almost a year old, but it's a good message in it. Go back, or you don't have to go back. Just listen to today's show, and hopefully we're going to try to get him on Friday to get or here in the future at least, to get a 1-year update because I love doing that and catching up with people. So I hope you all are doing good. Just stay in touch. Let me know if we can ever help you. We'll be back on Friday, hopefully rocking and rolling with a good show. But without any further ado, let's hop in and hear from Eric from Fayark.
Dude, man, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on, Jeremiah.
Absolutely. I'm excited, and I just love guest interviews. I say this every time I have one, but they bring so much value, and it's not just me sitting here rambling or talking or anything like that. I love the conversation that we get into going back and forth, and I think it can be a really big benefit to the listeners out there. So, Eric, why don't you just go ahead and give us the short version of, or actually give us the long version of how you got started and kind of the steps along the way to how you've grown into what you are today. Because, like you said, you've had some challenging times. You've had a lot of stuff that's helped you get to where you are, and I guess let's go forward before we go backwards. Where are you at now? And then let's go over the story on how you got there.
So, I mean, I've got 4 crews, 10 guys right now, landscape installs, flower bed cleanups, 225 or so properties for maintenance. I mean, property number doesn't matter, but
yeah,
I've got four crews of my own. Then I sub basically one whole crew for mowing, and then sub a couple other guys just for different services and stuff.
And you're what, 21, right?
Yep, 21.
Yeah. So, okay. So for the listeners and you're like, if you haven't heard Eric's story yet, you're like, how on earth does he have that 21 years old? And that's something that I know I would have said 2 years ago, or really, even if I hadn't heard your story now, I would say that, like, what has he done to get here? Because you've obviously had to make some big steps along the way. There's been a lot of stuff that goes into that. So now let's backtrack. So we know where you're at, and now let's go over the story of how we've done this. How have we accomplished this great feat? You're not done yet, but you're doing pretty good to be 21.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I mean, I started it my junior year in high school just for some side cash through school and everything. Didn't really think of like growing. I didn't even think I was going to be doing this full time.
Yeah.
I just wanted want a regular job. And so I grew it, and I got a couple old ladies, and then I mowed some rentals and stuff for my now father-in-law, and just kind of mowing with a buddy, just thinking we were making really good money. And so I bought a trailer, rented my dad's mower that first year, and bought weed eater blower and everything, just the simple stuff, and got up to like 10 or so yards that first summer.
Yeah.
And then so fast forward to my senior year, that spring, I just started off with 15 or so yards, just mowing those on Friday, Saturday, whenever. Honestly, whenever. I was dropped out of a college class to keep up with it, just mowing whenever I could because I had baseball still. And excuse me, and just kept growing it, just marketing the whole time while I was doing it. Door hangers, business cards, magnets. I mean, anything I could do, social media, I was doing it. I didn't really think too much about growing, get into a full-time business until I'd say I graduated.
Okay.
And we were probably up to like that 50 property mark right then, mowing like 3 to 4 days a week, and then landscaping or whatever on Friday.
So you had a full-time job at that point, essentially. You probably didn't even know it, but you really did.
Yep. And so, yeah. And then I had wrist surgery that fall, so I just kind of coasted through the rest of that fall, just having subbing all my yards to a good buddy of mine, just to get through them all for the year. And once I got over that, I decided I was going to take it full time instead of going to work for my dad and his electrical business. And so that winter, I mean, did the bare minimum. I was still living at home, didn't really have any bills or anything, so I didn't have to like spend a bunch of money over the winter. So I just kind of floated, did what work I could. And the start of 2020, I mean, ended 2019 with 50 yards or so, and then started 2020 we were up to 90. So
wow,
we grew quite a bit. From a lot of it was Google My Business and just door hangers and neighborhoods we were already in. So
let me stop you right there.
Marketing.
Let me stop you right there, because a lot of people say, a common question that I hear is how do I grow? How do I get new business? And there's a lot of guys listening in that are going full time. They're part time right now. They're doing another job, and now they're trying to figure out how do we grow this, because there's a lot of stuff involved with running the business. And like I said, you got to have customers to do it. So what have you kind of done? How did you grow 40 clients over that time? What was the most return? What did you see had the most return? Was it door hangers or business cards passing out in the community? Like, what was it for you? And I know you mentioned Google My Business, but was there one thing that you really stood out and said this was really beneficial for us?
I don't think it was any one thing. It's just doing all 6 to 10 of those things at once.
Okay,
like
so just
doing
really
your door.
hitting them all.
Yeah, I mean, I think I learned it from one of Grant Cardone's books, but it's like omnipresent, trying to be everywhere at once, and then trying to get those 7 touches to get that customer to use you.
Yeah.
And so door hangers, decals on your truck, social, like Facebook, Google, basically any platform you can be on it.
Okay.
And yeah.
No, I like it. That's good stuff, because that's one of the most common questions we get is how do I grow? How do I get new clients? So what you're saying is it wasn't just necessarily picking one. There wasn't one magic thing in there. It was just hammering down on all of them at once and really just hammering your presence and making yourself known.
Yep.
Okay. Well, continue. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to hit on that real quick. So you did that, you grew, and then what's next?
Yep. So I mean, up until that point, we were mainly lawn care, and I knew I wanted to get more into the landscape side. So 2020 tried to get market more towards landscaping and flower beds and everything. And it was me and two guys at that point. We'd mow Monday through Thursday, all 90 to 100 properties or so. And then after that, we would landscape on Fridays. And then, I mean, that whole year we were just slam packed,
Yeah.
4 to 6 weeks at work. And
So did you? No, go ahead.
I mean, we grew pretty quick. Didn't really seem like we grew a ton that year, but I know we did because we were all.
You were what now?
And we were just always busy during that time. And so, yeah, just that fall we hit landscaping hard.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of just learned it all as we went, just flower bed work, dirt work. I grew up on a farm, so I knew how to run a skid steer very well.
Okay.
And yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
So yeah, we got into landscaping.
Yeah.
And it's always what I wanted to get more into, and I knew we'd grow the business being able to offer all those services.
Yeah.
And
so
yeah, that was.
No, go ahead.
So that was 2020.
Yeah.
Just me and two guys in one truck, just trying. I mean, we were maxed out, but I did not want to grow to a second crew that year. I didn't even think about it. I needed to get a couple solid guys, and we just needed to get work done.
So what did you do? So you said you are doing the landscaping now, and that's kind of what you want to do. Are you wanting to transition to that fully, or you want to keep yourself doing landscaping? How you want to grow that service?
I mean, we've grown it. I mean, I personally I enjoy the landscaping more, even I'm not in the field hardly at all.
Yeah.
But we can offer a lot to help other customers like builders. Just when you're mowing someone's yard, hey, can you do this, clean up this flower bed? Hey, can you install these plants? And so it just expanded our service offering. It's more profitable. But I don't ever plan on getting out of the maintenance, even though it is the lowest profit margin service we offer.
Yeah. I think I was listening to one of your episodes on maybe it was with Alex Kirby on Down to Biz or something, but was it you that said you're mainly doing it now for marketing purposes? Did you say that, or was it somebody else?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think I said that,
okay.
But I mean,
is that a good reason for you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get in the door.
Yeah.
Mowing for $40 in this cookie cutter yard.
Yeah.
And it's just all sod. Hey, can you do all this landscaping work that we want done?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's the mowing the yard, yard maintenance is just getting in the door.
Yeah. Yeah. So as you've grown, do you think there's been something let's go back to the beginning. As you were growing, you were in the process of growing. What do you think was some things that you did that made customers say, hey, let's choose Fayark? Because there's a lot of other guys out there. I'm sure you're competitive where you're at. I'm sure there's a lot of other guys with a mowing rig that can go out and mow a yard for $45 or cheaper. So what do you think you and your company did the right way to sell yourselves, or I don't know, not sell yourselves, but make yourself come across to the customer as, hey, we're going to be the best service you offer, the best service you can get, and we're gonna do the best we can to help you out. What were principles along the way that you used in growing and scaling, especially now that you've grown to where you have other guys in the field? Have you kept that quality up?
Really fast communication with all of our customers.
Okay.
We don't do the best work. I think we did better work than when I was in the field.
Yeah.
I mean, we still work, but there was a lot more detail in it when I was still.
I think that's the way with anybody's company. When the owner's out of it, the work's going to decrease just a little bit.
Yeah, but I mean, you communicate with your customers. You set up the expectations of what service you're going to provide. Try to be consistent with your service times. I mean, it's not going to be spot on every week because things
Mm-hmm.
come up and weather and all those things. But just be consistent and just communicate with your customers where they don't expect one thing and you give them something else.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Do you have what systems have you used along the way to help you grow? Did you just start like pen and paper and then adapt into you use Java, right?
Yep.
Okay, so tell me the story and the process of kind of getting into that and adapting into using that software.
So, I mean, 2019, my senior year, I typed every property on a list, pen and paper,
Yeah.
just put it on it whenever we got done with it for the day.
Yep.
And yeah, winter of 20, I guess that winter, I switched everything to Jobber just because I knew it was going to be so much easier because I was tired of having to go on Word and edit the schedule each week for biweekly or weekly or whatever. It just
That gets so
got
old.
annoying. Typing an invoice that you basically have to make a new Word document for each time.
Yeah.
It just took so. And I didn't want to waste my time on the computer because I don't want to be on the computer more than I have to because I didn't really want. I just wanted to work at that time.
Yeah. So now you transitioned into you're really working on the business, right? You're not working much in the business anymore, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You just kind of so what are some principles that you think you've learned along the way? Well, let me ask you this first, and then we'll kind of go into that question. So you're 21, you've scaled, you've grown successfully now up to this point. What are some things that maybe some heartaches, some trials that you've faced, if there has been any, as a 21-year-old business owner that has a $1 million company? Because there's not many of you out there. Let's just be honest. There's not many of you out there. And if there are, not everybody knows about them. So, I'm 22, so I'm pretty young too. And we don't have a tenth of what you're doing there. But I know there's been times where I'm like, what do I do? Like there's some stuff you just don't even know. You didn't go through a full college business class or anything, did you?
No.
Yeah. So what have you done? Have you just communicated? Have you networked in your community? I know your parents have a business, so that I'm sure that has helped a lot. But what are some struggles that you faced being a 21-year-old entrepreneur? Because I know there's got to be some out there that you've gone through.
The business side of it, just learning everything that goes with that.
Yeah.
A big part that frustrated me at first was just like trying to finance equipment, and just because
good.
I didn't grow this cash only.
Yeah.
I don't it amazes me that Alex grew trifecta how he did debt free, and I think that's awesome, and that's what I want to get to it in the next 2 years. But being able to finance equipment with no credit at a young age.
How did you do? So how did you do it? Let's. If you're willing to be open, let's be open and answer those tough questions, because I know there's a 19-year-old or 20-year-old out there listening to this, and they're thinking, "Man, I'm in the same boat as he was. How am I supposed to do this?"
Yeah, I co-signed on my first mower with my dad, and then I bought my first two trucks with cash. They were both older, used, but it's a work truck. It's what we used, and it got the job done.
Yeah.
But I always tried to save as much as I could because I knew I had that next purchase coming up, and I couldn't just go finance anything.
Yeah.
And I think once I got my first truck, I'd put 50% down on this $30,000 truck. I thought I was financing a ton of money at that time, and I paid it off as quick as possible because I have a decent relationship with my banker, and I was like, well, I think if I can pay this off quicker, and it'll show I bank there, so it'll show that I can get this paid off quicker, because that next year I went and bought 4 trucks and had to finance all of them.
Yeah, that's a big step.
And then just sending them my balance sheet, my my net worth, that statement too, just to try and build trust with your banker, because I just didn't have the money to do it all so quickly. I had to use.
Yeah. No, and I think that's a popular thing that people go through is I don't know. Everybody has a different opinion. Like you said, Alex grew his debt free. A lot of people have leveraged debt. Sounds like you have as well, and it's really helped you scale. But you got to be smart. So how did you? What kind of gave you that drive to pay it off fast, to be smart with the debt? Because a lot of people can just go out and rack it up and not realize what they're doing. Was it just wisdom from your parents, or things you read in a book, or what kind of helped you do that?
I mean, I've gone through Dave Ramsey's stuff, and I agree with him on most things. It was good debt. I had to use it and able to grow. I would not have grown this quick without it. Like, I know that. So I didn't like having all these payments over me. So I've paid off everything as quick as I can.
Wow.
And I mean, we're not done yet, but
Yeah.
I mean, we've paid over half of it in
Yeah.
a year, just because I want to be intentional and not being over leveraged, especially with the way the economy is going at this rate.
That's right. So what are you doing? Since you went there, let's kind of ask about it if you don't mind. What are your plans heading into this? I mean, we've never, this is a conversation that I like having with people around my age, because ever since we have been in business for ourselves, we've had a booming economy. Like, we've never had to face any really hardships when it comes to creating work and getting new work. So how are you setting yourself up, if any changes you're making, how are you setting yourself up to kind of weather the storm coming in the future with keeping your guys busy and keeping work coming in? Are you trying to keep going the mowing route, because that's more like recurring, and kind of just what are you doing there?
I want to grow our commercial service accounts, because they're 12-month.
Yeah.
Better. Yeah, we're still going to try and grow our mowing, but continuing to market. We're expanding our service area some, just because, 30 minutes from here, we have 2 or 3 cities that we could get a lot of work in. So we're expanding our service area, continuing to market a lot, and just being trustworthy, communicating with our customers about the thing we have going on. Because, if you communicate, you do a great job, they're not going to fire you 95% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a couple people ask to switch to biweekly, and I'm just being lenient with them, because I know it's because of the economy and what state it's in.
Yeah.
And will be. So I'm not going to say, oh, well, we don't do any biweeklies, you're not my customer anymore. Like, showing your customers grace.
Yeah.
And because, if you choose, you would want your service provider to do that as well.
I 100% agree. So we talk about raising our rates all the time, and especially in times like this, and I agree with that 100%. You should be raising your rates. You should be charging. If fuel goes up, skyrockets, you got to make your money. You got to make your profit. But I think you made a good point there that needs to be talked about more, is you have to also consider the customer, because the 90% of the customers that we service, at least in my business, are W-2 employees. They're not getting a raise for the inflation that's happening. They're not making any more money. Their financial hardship is just getting even harder. We can increase our rates. We can make more money to adjust for the inflation. They can't. So you got to be very careful. I like what you said there of you have to take their financial status into consideration as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought about raising my prices again this spring.
Yeah.
And I didn't on it. I did it this winter. I think it's good enough for now.
Yeah.
We're still making money on them.
Yeah.
We might not be making quite much, but we're taking care of the customer. We stick, whatever the economy brings, it's I think they'll stick with us. We just taking care of the customer and not just being oh, got to raise my prices more because everyone else is.
Yeah.
They more lean these next couple years with your finances. Take care of your customers, and then once you get out of that, you're going to be able to grow so much more, because you have all these customers referring you hey, they took care of me, they adjusted to my situation due to XYZ. I think they're really great people. You should use them as well.
That's right. Yeah, it's better to take a little bit less money than just lose the customer totally when you're going into where we might be looking for work in a little bit. You don't. I don't know. We don't ever know what we're going to be facing in the next 12 months to 24 months. I'm not an economist. I'm not a politician. I don't know all that stuff. I don't keep up with it that much. I'm just saying, from what we're seeing just in prices and inflation alone, it's not looking too hot. So I really like what you said there. And let's also talk employees real quickly. What are you doing to kind of keep your guys and bring in good guys? I think I heard you say you have some guys that were referrals from other employees that you've had and things like that. So, and also in that answer is, do you offer any type of benefits package or anything like that yet?
So, I mean, after a year of employment, we offer 401k. I mean,
Okay.
we do trimester bonuses, so 3 a year. And I've got a system for that, what we base that off of. And then, I mean, it's just taking care of your people. Like, don't be like, if they're late or if they have to miss a day, oh, I've got a doctor's appointment or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just being like, don't treat them as a cog, as a just cost of goods sold, just as a number on the balance sheet. Like, treat them as people. Like, I take great care of my guys. Like, I don't want them to be like, oh, I got to come to work.
Yeah.
And like, I want them to enjoy it. I want to treat them how I'd like to be treated if I was working somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'd pay them good. I feel like I take very good care of them. But the biggest thing is just treat them right. And because I mean, I don't know if I pay the best or not in my area, but I feel like I have the best guys, and I want to treat them that way.
That's right. So what do you do? Like, let me ask you, this is kind of an in-depth question, but when it comes to just like employee morale, like, do you have a shop that you go out of? Do you keep like a break room with snacks, or like, do you provide Gatorades for them during the day? How does that, like, do you just budget that into your budget of like Gatorades and water and things like that, or do they have to bring their own? How do you go about that? Because how many guys do you have? 10? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
With 10 guys, that's a lot of Gatorade and a lot of water. That can get pricey. So like, if you keep it up with all that and you're not actually adding that in, you could end up losing a lot of money. So how do you kind of go about navigate those waters?
I mean, I buy them water. I buy them Gatorade.
Yeah.
Buy them breakfast every couple weeks, and I tell them, get lunch once or twice a week. Whenever y'all are at a job that you're gonna be there most of the day, just put it on the card.
Yeah.
Because like, it's something small. Like, yes, it saves me time with them not driving to go get food or whatever they do. But I mean, I just want to take care of them, and I mean, they're busting butts every day. Like, I don't want it to seem like, oh, he's just the boss driving around in the truck. Like, if I want to get out and help them, and if I need to, or if they want me to.
Have you had anybody give you any flack over you being 21? Because I'm sure you have guys that are older than you working for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So have you gotten any flack over like being the like you bossing, quote unquote, bossing around somebody that's older than you?
I have, but I think they quit after a couple days. All the guys, none of them have done that. Like, yeah, none of them. Like, all the guys I have, they want to grow with it. I want them to grow. So like, I feel like we have a really strong group right now. Yeah. And haven't dealt with that too much.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. If you see me looking out my window here, we got a nasty storm rolling through. I hear it thundering in the background. So, you gotta love summer afternoon and nightly thunderstorms. We get them all. Do y'all get a lot of storm? Are you in Tornado Alley? Are you near that? You get a lot of tornadoes out there?
We're close to it.
Okay.
I mean, the past 3 weeks, I don't think it's hardly rained at all. And
really?
We need it bad.
Yeah. Yards are getting crispy. We're finally getting a little bit in the afternoons, but we went 2 solid weeks of 97, 98 with heat indexes of 106 with no rain at all. So we were getting pretty brown, but we're finally starting to cool back off and get some more in here. So, well, how was your trip? I mean, your day with Paul Jameson and the Green Industry Podcast. What did y'all get to do up there, and tell me about your experience with that?
It was good. I mean, he came, we did a podcast, and then I went and showed him our shop and everything. And then the next day I think he went and videoed one of my crews. They were out mowing. Yeah. And then I was do some brush hogging, so he came and filmed that, and we had lunch and had a really good time. And I appreciate him spending his time down here and just hanging out with me for a day or so.
Yeah, absolutely. I saw $300 in 30 minutes or something like that was his title on that brush hogging job.
Yeah. I was black for it. like you spent too much time driving, unloading, and all this, and
Yeah.
whatever. Like we're profitable.
There
Like
you
they
go.
can say whatever
That's
I
right.
don't care.
That's right. Haters can hate. Well, let's talk a little bit about your personal life and business, because we're we really are in a really close stage of life. I mean, you're 21, I'm 22. How long have you been married?
Almost a year, 11 months.
Okay, almost a year. So that's a big date now. You better not forget it. You're coming up a month away. So,
Yeah.
what day?
July 24th.
All right, that was pretty fast. You didn't have to put too much thought into it.
Yeah.
And you also have a baby on the way, right?
Yep.
Congratulations. Do you know boy or girl yet?
Yep, boy, and it's due July 30th. So, yeah, we're getting close.
Oh man, you're sooner than I am. That's awesome, man. I didn't realize it was that soon. So I have one on the way as well. He's due September the 5th. So, well, man, are you excited? Was it planned or unplanned? What are your thoughts on it? You excited?
We didn't plan it, but I mean, God did, and we're super excited for it, ready for him to be here. And
yeah,
it's an exciting time.
You got the nursery finished up yet?
Yep, I think we finished it last night, actually.
There you go.
It's good to go.
What was your last touch you put on it? I'm still working on mine.
Another shelf and then hanging pictures.
See, that's what we're at. I got to catch up. You got me beat. I got to put floating shelves in either tonight or tomorrow, and then get the pictures up. We got baby shower coming up soon, so we're waiting on that to see what all we get. But well, that's awesome, man. I'm excited for you. That's I'll be texting you, asking you how it's going as I'm in preparation for mine. I'll say, well, how was the last month? Have you slept at all? But
Probably.
I know, right? I know. Do you have any kids in your family or anything? Have you been around kids much?
Not babies. I've got a niece and nephew, but they're 5 and 9. So yeah,
okay,
I haven't really had to deal.
Yeah, you were still pretty young when they were babies then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting. I'm happy for you, and I know it's gonna be a really fun time. And that's soon. That's like a month. That is literally like a month and 2 days away. So you're almost to those weekly baby appointments, aren't you? What did that start next week?
Yep, it does.
Yep. I know how it goes. We just had ours today. We're still going every 2 weeks, but it'll be here. It'll be here before you know it. Let me ask you this before we go. Like I said, I don't want to take too much of your time tonight, but you said before when we were off air, you were talking about you wanted to talk a little bit about your story of before you got to where you are today. And I know we covered that pretty in depth, but is there anything else that you had on your mind that you wanted to share that could help somebody else, some young guys out there who are thinking, hey, how does he just go from 19 or 17, 18 as a junior in high school to a 250 account company? Like, how does that happen? So do you have anything else you wanted to hit on or share, or some advice you could give?
I'd just say, like, don't think entrepreneurship's going to be easy, because it's not. Like, you spend so many nights up on the computer, on your phone, whatever, just trying to get caught up, think of the next way to market, next post, whatever it is. And just, spend the time on it. Like, it's going to take a few years. Like, I'm finally to the point where it doesn't feel like I'm having to grind just all day to keep it rolling. Like, it's getting to the point we're a little bit more comfortable now, and I don't have to spend quite as much time on it. But our 4th year anniversary in business is July 1st. So it took me 4 years of working my butt off, spending all the time on it. Like, I missed out on things with my friends. Whatever it was, I missed out on it because I put my business first. And I'm to the point now where I'm starting to see the benefits of it.
Yeah.
And after 2 months in business, everything's going to be just easy going, just all the money's coming in, and you'll have all the customers in the world. And it's not like that at all.
Yeah. 100%. That's good stuff, because but the thing is you missed all those dates, you missed the parties, you missed the birthdays, everything like that. But look, it was a short-term sacrifice for a long-term reward, because look at where you're at now at 21 years old, and where are most of your friends at your age right now? Probably not in the same boat that you are. So running the $1 million company and have a wife and a house, and you having a baby in a month. So like you have what a lot of people are looking for and working towards. So that's really awesome, man. I'm happy for you and proud of you. It doesn't mean anything for me, but I'm very proud. And let me ask you this. I have one final question that we try to ask all our guests here, and it's pretty simple, but it can get complex. And it's just, what is your why?
I think I enjoy business. So like, that's why I do it. I enjoy the business. I enjoy being outside, but I want to build this to where I don't have to miss any of my kids' activities, sports games, whatever it is. Like, I want to be present in their life and not just be working, every single day, 12 hours a day. We can lead, that we can do whatever we want and not just be stuck in the day-to-day grind at 50 or 60. Like, I want to be able to do whatever we can, and just live a free life and not be stuck to work all the time.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. That's the dream. That's what you're working towards, and it's really awesome to see that you're on the fast track there. It's taking you a while to get here, but you're heading there pretty quickly, and I think you're going to get there before you know it. So, any parting words of wisdom, or is that all you got for tonight?
I think that's all I've got, but just thank you for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, buddy. It's an honor to get you on, and we'll be praying for you that everything goes well in the next month, because I know it's a scary time, and it's exciting, but it's scary, but it's going to be super rewarding. So thank you for coming on and spending your time with us tonight. If you would you just leave us those ratings and reviews, because they really do help us, and they mean a lot and help us grow the show. So without any further ado, again, I'm terrible at ending these things. I'm getting better, but I don't know. I'm not anywhere where I need to be. But we look forward to catching up with everybody here on the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Growing Green podcast. It is an honor to have you listening, and we hope you receive valuable advice to help take your business to the next level. Don't forget to follow the podcast so you'll be notified when our next episode drops.